She held the little box in her hand, looked at it, then looked at me. And with a smirk, my 23-year-old granddaughter said, "This gift looks so cheap." I was stunned. That tiny object she mocked, it carried 47 years of memories and my heart. So I smiled, walked upstairs, and made a decision that changed everything. You see, she thought she'd be getting married in my house next month, the one she dreamed of since childhood. But she forgot one thing. This house isn't hers. It's mine. Fade to black. Let me tell you what really happened. I'm 74, a widow, lived in the same two-story home for nearly half a century. My late husband Harold built it with his hands. Each plank, each nail, a piece of him. It wasn't just a house. It was us. We raised 3 kids there. 5 grandkids learned to walk on its creaky old floors. And every Christmas we'd gather, laugh, cry, sing. But one granddaughter stood out. Emily, the eldest, the one everyone thought would carry on our legacy. She used to run through the garden and say, "Grandma, I want to get married right here one day." She was my little shadow until she wasn't. Her wedding was in 2 months. She begged to use our home, the garden especially, for the ceremony. Of course I agreed. My heart was full. I even decided to give her something special, my locket. It's not flashy, not expensive, but inside, a photo of me and Harold on our wedding day and a tiny slip of paper with our last words to each other. I wrapped it carefully, placed it in a little velvet box and handed it to her after dinner. She opened it, looked inside and said, "This gift looks so cheap. Not even a thank you, not even a smile. Just disappointment." And then she left it on the table. I sat in the kitchen alone, staring at that box. I felt the ghost of Harold beside me, the man who valued meaning over money, and I realized something. Emily didn't want to honor our home. She wanted to use it. She didn't ask to celebrate her love here. She wanted a rustic chic backdrop for Instagram, and that's when I made my decision. I called my lawyer the next morning. I put the house up for sale. Oh, you should have seen the messages. "How could you do this to Emily? You're ruining her big day. Grandma, you're overreacting." But no one asked me why I did it. Not one person asked, "Grandma, did that hurt you?" They only saw the venue. They didn't see the woman behind it. The memories, the love, the labor. I had become a prop in someone else's fairy tale. The twist. A month later, Emily showed up. Not with flowers, not with an apology, but with her fiancé and a wedding planner. "Grandma," she said, "fake sweet. We just need to know where the power outlets are for the DJ." I looked her right in the eyes and said, "Sweetheart, I sold the house last week." Silence. Her face collapsed. She thought I was bluffing. I wasn't. She cried, screamed, called me heartless. But I stood tall because I realized I had spent years giving time, meals, advice, money, love. But I had never taught her how to receive, how to respect something, not because it sparkled, but because it meant something. Sometimes the only way to teach respect is to remove the thing they take for granted. I moved to a small cottage by the lake. Peaceful, quiet. I still wear my locket, still talk to Harold at sunset. And Emily? She got married at a rented winery 2 towns over. She hasn't spoken to me since, but that's okay, because I didn't sell a house out of spite. I let go of a legacy that no longer lived in the people around me, and I found peace in knowing. If you've ever been made to feel small because your love didn't come with a price tag, if you've ever had to let go of people you once built your world around, know this. You are not cruel for choosing self-respect. You are not petty for valuing memories over optics. And you are never wrong to protect what is sacred to you. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is walk away and lock the door behind you. This gift looks so cheap. The betrayals that came after. Her true Kate, her true colours, steadily with disbelief. After I told Emily I sold the house, she didn't cry out of sadness. She cried out of rage. She screamed, "You ruined everything, Grandma. My wedding was going to go viral." Yes, she actually said that. Not, "You betrayed me." Not, this place meant something to me. No, just my Instagram dream is gone. And that's when I saw it clearly. She didn't love this house. She loved what it looked like in photos. A few days later, she called me crying. I thought maybe she understood. She said, "Grandma, I'm sorry. I overreacted. Can we talk?" So I agreed to meet her. She showed up, not with flowers, but with a clipboard and a real estate agent. She wanted to negotiate buying the house back with her own money, with mine. "You could put it in my name," she said. It's an investment. It's an investment for the family." That wasn't an apology. It was a sales pitch disguised as forgiveness. Then came the final blow. I got a copy of her wedding invite in the mail, a sleek, glossy card with gold leaf details. You know what it said? "We respectfully request guests not bring physical gifts unless contributing to our honeymoon fund." No mention of me, no seat reserved, no thank you. And the kicker, I overheard her tell a cousin that she didn't invite me because Grandma's too bitter and unpredictable these days. Bitter? I spent 74 years giving without asking for a return, but the moment I asked for respect, suddenly I became disposable. Even my children took her side. I wish I could say my children stood by me, but they didn't. My own son, Emily's father, called and said, "She's young, Mom. You should have just let it go." Let it go? Let go of being treated like a prop? Let go of being told that a memory of my marriage was cheap? I had 3 children. I raised them to be kind, but somewhere along the way, they started confusing kindness with obedience. And when I stopped obeying, they called me difficult. So yes, I sold the house to a young couple who reminded me of Harold and me. They walked in and said, "It just feels like love in here." I handed them the keys with tears in my eyes, not because I was sad, but because I was finally free. Free from being used, free from being silenced, free from people who only saw me as a venue, not a human being. I moved to a small cottage near the sea. No one visits, no one calls, but for the first time in years, I sleep peacefully. Peacefully. Peace. If you're an elder or anyone who's ever been made to feel that your worth depends on what you can give, listen to me. You are not a wallet. You are not a backdrop. You are not responsible for keeping everyone comfortable while they insult you. Sometimes you have to let go of everything just to hold on to your own dignity. I didn't just sell a house. I reclaimed myself. Respect is not a gift. It's the rent people pay to stay in your life.